Hey, my good friend, I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. Thank you so much for clicking this video. This is Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. This is a series of videos where I breaking down and showing you the behind the scene of this system. So I coded everything and I'm breaking it down, showing you the tricks, the thought process, OOP, design patterns, everything including the database and everything that I know. Okay, so if you are new, please check some other videos that are before this one. So now we were still in the back end in the database. So now I'm going to show you how I've created a database for this application. When you click here, the system will check the database to see if this user and this password exist. If it exists, then it can take you to this part. So let's go to the back end and see how this database was created. Okay, this is a direct admin. It's more like an interface for doing some admin in your server. I've explained about this on the previous video, and remember I've mentioned this SQL as a place where we create our own database. So let's just jump straight to that and click, and then we will see. Okay, I already got a database here which is secular forwards sorry underscore sorry man coded design underscore secular. Okay, let's say we want to create a new database and we are going to test this database. Okay, what we can do, we can come here and say create a database, and then we are going to give our database a name student, and then the password, it must be strong, and I'm struggling to generate strong password. Let's see if okay, because I can't paste my password here publicly. Okay, meaning that let's generate a password. Isn't there a way to generate a password here? Yes. Okay, this has generated a random password for me. Let me just remove that phone. Sorry about that. That's my phone. Okay, so now I've got the database name and the user. As you can see, why must there be a database name and a database user? Imagine that you are a bank, a big bank, and you've got information about your customers. Obviously, when we talk about bank, we're talking about money and millions and millions and millions. Okay, so now imagine if a guy can get into the back end of your system and check your database and maybe get all the passwords for important people, potential client, like let's say your president and the millionaires of this world, and they can go to their online thing and start to transfer the money to their own bank accounts. That's bad. So in software industry or in the web technology, then in this database you've got some sort of a certain way of authentication. So that's why there must be this database name, there must be the user and the password, so that not everyone can just connect to a database and take some sensitive information. So after this, obviously this database is not something that is important. I will what can I say, I will delete it. So let me just open here and copy this password. I will delete this database. It's just for testing, and then from then we are going to click create database. Okay, as you can see that the database has been created. Okay, this is the database and this is the database name. Very important to note, this gave me a tough time in my, I'm not sure, in my hustle or in my career with this web design and development thing. From the time that I've started, it has been giving me a tough time. The challenge is when you are using XAMPP, which is the local piece of software for running PHP. When you are using XAMPP, you can create a database. Let me just show you. Let's run the admin. You can create a database and name it whatever you want. So let's say locally I'm going to name my database student. Now when I get to a server, most of the servers, they always have some sort of I'm not sure, a word before a certain naming convention of the database. I don't know why. So if locally I had student, then now my database name will be coded design underscore. Do you see that it has changed? Okay, it looks like there are some people who are coming and I might be disturbed. Maybe let me pause or end this video here, but this video doesn't have much in it. Okay, let me just end it here, then I will continue sometime later. Sorry for the inconvenience.